Hello everybody, SippinSimmer here, and I am back pretty quickly with another speed build. I did this home relatively quickly in one day. Looks like it would take longer because of the amount I fussed with it and the amount I cut out, but I wanted to go ahead and kind of edit this and voice over this as quickly as possible because this did not start out in my mind to be a holiday Christmassy type home, but it changed into it, and I was seeing so many other builders just doing these really pretty snowy shots with all the lights, and of course I gotta jump on and do this. So I wanted to get this out quickly so I could go ahead and do a second one, more like a larger home with different colors and a different Christmas theme. This one you'll see I try to stay pretty neutral. I feel like a lot of people go neutral with their Christmas decor nowadays. Some like to stick to that traditional red and green, gold. That is my father. That will always be his Christmas decor. As for mine, honestly, I don't even have a Christmas tree. I have this little Santa statue that was free with the store purchase, and it's kind of our running joke every year when I put away the Halloween decorations. RIP, best holiday of the year. He goes up on a shelf. Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. There he is. But anyway, it started out as I wanted it to be a smaller home. You know I love my 20 by 15 lots, maybe 20 by 20, 20 by 30, and this is one of my favorites. It's the one right across from it, I don't know if you'll be able to see, is one of my last builds, my very simple home. And I like that the water's right there and the bridge, and it makes for some really pretty screenshots. But I wanted this to be a little more of a cottage style home. I kind of did it for our two sisters I could see living here, so it's a little more feminine. That was a big jump there. I ended up pausing when I came back, didn't hit record again. I found that fence in the debug menu once using Live Edit Objects cheat. I love it. I used it before. It comes in several different colors. Added some quick columns there and the fencing tool with the lowest one to make a little, is that a pergola, an archway. Again, I found kind of inspiration for that on Pinterest. Thought it was really pretty. I do end up changing the greenery I had on top. It was just a little too light of a green to match with the rest of the home. I cut out a lot of my landscaping here. I was having a lot of problems. Just, I don't know if it was my game or my computer because I did have other things open, but it was very not smooth. It was very jerky, not even things clipping into place, but it was just giving me problems, so it's probably better I edited that out. These flowers I'm placing here, this shows how much I pay attention. After I did all that, I noticed they now have a curved option instead of the triangle. Where have I been? Apparently not paying attention, but this is the moment here I decided this was a Christmas home. That is a beautiful lit up tree. Sims, why? If you're gonna give us some Christmas decor, give us more. I mean, where are the shrubs with the lights? Some columns with some lights? I would even drop money on a stuff pack. Who am I? You know me. I will always drop money on a stuff pack if it is worth it. Or if it's not. Who am I kidding? I will always drop that money for more stuff. Heading to the inside here, I knew I wanted the downstairs to be the main living area where they would spend most of their time, or your sim would spend most of their time. You can definitely take a bed out and have it as a single person, maybe a parent and a child, a teen, maybe a teen parent and their child. I did ended up at on the first floor. I pushed the back wall out a little bit because we're going to have two bathrooms. The upstairs one, I originally thought it was going to be a half, but we do end up pushing one sim square foot out to pop a stand-in shower. I just felt like it needed two bathrooms, especially with me thinking there'd be two young adult or adult sims living here. They're gonna need two bathrooms. Going into the kitchen, as you see the color scheme, I decided to go a little pastel, but no blue. Go me. I've always wanted to use that lavender outside of a child's room, so go ahead. I felt like these girls would love it. I think their upstairs bedroom is my other favorite pastel swatch. It's like that peach. And of course that tile had both. Cabinets, my pet peeve. Why do the upper cabinets and the lower cabinets, I swear 80% of them, they don't match. The whites don't match. One will look almost like it's has a really cool gray undertone, and the top look pure white. The Parenthood ones are the worst. I want to use them all the time, but the top cabinets just don't match. This is my favorite tree. My favorite holiday tree they offer on here. I just feel like it's so simple. It looks flocked, the lights, and it looks really pretty they have the smaller stack of presents in like a gold, not gold, like rose gold champagne color. Beautiful. I put several piles of those presents around. But that little white stool there also looks like a pumpkin. So I'm thinking by the time fall rolls around, if we're not playing Sims 5 by then, which I don't know if I want it. I feel like by the time I get all the packs for this one, the next one will come out, probably break my computer, thanks Sims 3. And it just, I don't know. Maybe wait one more year and do it right. Really take your time. Maybe then I can get a new computer. Now I use my laptop, but it is a gaming laptop, so everything runs pretty well. Here I am just cluttering up the living room. Kept it simple with this, like a love seat and a chair, that's all you need for, again, I'm thinking 2 young adults. They have some extra seating in the kitchen. Everyone ends up hanging out in the kitchen. This back wall here, that mirror wasn't big enough for me. I keep forgetting we have this really cool floor length kind of leaning in mirror. I'm surprised they put that in there because that's a modern thing you see in real life. So for the Sims to do it, I mean, shocked. There's that tree again. That also sizes down really well and looks cute on a table. Just be aware that sometimes with things like that, as you see those cards, it causes a shadow that just I can't get rid of. So we scrapped that idea. They really didn't have any nice neutral garland to match the trim that I put around the door, so I just used the little holiday paper cutouts, and I'm thinking, well, in real life, those would either be swag lights or some garland or both. You can see on certain angles I put some snowflake lights up in the living room. I do end up swapping those out for the regular kind of icicle lights that are in the wall decorations. They're not Christmassy, but I mean, those are the type of lights I would use at Christmas, not the snowflake ones, so we went with that. Just cluttering up the kitchen. I didn't put as much in here as I normally do. Again, it's a smaller home. I feel like they'd go more minimal with everything. They just didn't maybe acquire the amount of stuff that like a more grown adult would have, so kept that pretty simple. Getting to the upstairs is where I panicked a little bit. I didn't know if I could even fit 2 beds in here. I mean, if you're making this for a single sim, even if you took out that bathroom, I don't know if you could get a double bed in there without moving the steps. And the steps that was one of the only places that made sense to put them. But I did fit 2 single beds. And again, everything is always play tested with bb.moveobjects on. And they got in and out of the beds fine, get in and out of the bathroom fine, and they could use the dresser to change clothes just fine. So you could get rid of one of those and maybe put a little desk on the other side. But I love those hanging like succulents, and I actually, before I made this, just bought the movie night pack, whatever that is, Sims movie night pack, for the curtains alone. The swag curtains, because I was just so sick of not having another neutral option. So many of the other ones are so wall height specific, and I never really use super tall walls. I kind of stick to the short walls. Cluttering this up here, those decorations are real cute, but they don't snap into a wall. They kind of have to be hung from the ceiling, so I figured why not that banister. Here's me complaining again, but you can't hear it, that we have a short length of these lights and a long, never medium. And again, the glitching, the clipping, I don't usually have that much of a problem, but for some reason, man, my game was it was not having it. Probably because it was so overloaded with stuff running, but you get as close as you can and you let it go. So of course now we did the other side. We kind of have to counteract this side. I didn't really have any type of certain vibe for the sisters that might live here. I just kind of kept it light, kind of girly, kind of simple. Bathroom is really plain here. I mean, it is what it is. It's a bathroom. I was going to end it there. I originally wanted to put the dresser inside here, but nothing was thin enough, small enough. Again, Sims. We need to shrink some stuff on here. But I placed it out there. I think it divided the beds a little more, and it works. So this is where I tried my hardest to get a shower to fit. Even with the cheat on, it would not fit. So I think I took that out, but we do pop that wall just to kind of recess that shower in. And there I'm checking the outside. This paper lanterns look super cute in nighttime shots. I wish we had some more kind of cute outside, you know, some accent lights, not just the wall ones. Most of the shrubs that are around the entire home I did get from Debug. That fade there, my video did it on its own. I have no transition put in there. It's kind of in a nice spot. I don't know why it's there, but thanks. Thanks, Movavi editor, if you did that, or Sims 4, you know. We'll just go ahead and let you go. I didn't really want to put anything in the backyard. I mean, it's a small lot. I can't see them having a hot tub here or really much of anything. I'm surprised I didn't do a laundry room in this one. Usually I do, but we skipped that out, and I like, you know, just throw some trees, some shrubs, lots of flowers. I mean, I can't really see them back there. This would be perfect to use. Now, I don't have university, but if you had university, I feel like this would be the perfect house for 2 students. You can probably get a desk in there, throw some backpacks, you know. Can you live? Yeah, you can live outside of the campus and play that, can't you? I don't know. I'm real far behind. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying not to be sick, trying to get over that, trying to do this, you know, trying to keep up with some holiday orders with my Etsy shop, you know. Listen to my cat crinkle in the background and just get my life together, which it's never going to happen. I'm 35. I mean, shouldn't it have happened by now? There's my sim. I know in the last video I made a dedicated sim to move her in, but, you know, I just grabbed her. I snatched her up. And moved her in there. The other one is she's still in her house, but there's those curved flowers I found out existed, and what a game changer, because they look great around trees, especially my favorite ones, which are the more tall, skinny trees, you know. It's everything I want to be, but I'm not tall, thin. I am very short. You know how you hear people and you just kind of picture them looking a certain way, and I don't know if height really has anything to do with it, but I am short. Your simmer here is cracking 5 feet if she's lucky, but so some simple terrain, you know. I dirtied that up a little more because I knew I was going to go in and change the season to winter to get those really pretty shots, and I think I spent more time getting the shots than I did probably on the inside of the house. I like doing the outside of houses, but inside's really not my thing, so I ended up, I added lights around the entire fence. Half of them you can't see because there's shrubs there, but I know they're there, and if you want to play this home after winter, have fun taking all those lights down because they are everywhere. The downstairs bathroom, I knew I wanted to put the shower tub combo, give them a little more counter space, and that's where I knew I could really clutter it up with the girly items. You know, you'd really have the space to do that in a bigger bathroom, and the debug menu is perfect. I mean, you have, you know, the chapstick, the brushes. I throw chapsticks everywhere in homes because there's a woman living there. Well, not even. A lot of people use chapstick. It's going to be everywhere, especially in the winter. You're going to need it. Those little, what are those? I don't know what pack those are from, but those are perfect for the holidays too. They come in like 3 or 4 different swatches. And of course, you're going to hang a cute little one above your toilet in there. Those are debug pot flowers. They're actually really big, so you have to downsize those quite a bit. The shadow's not too bad on those. It doesn't really project onto other objects. That white basket is the best too, because you can just fill that with whatever you want. And I mean, bathrooms have baskets. You got to keep your stuff together. I mean, does it stay in the basket for longer than an hour after you clean it? Probably not, but It looks good for a few minutes, right? What else did I add in here? I was going pretty hard with the accessories in here. I didn't clutter up the upstairs bedroom too much because there just wasn't room. So the downstairs that's where that happens. And a little bit in the kitchen, but not too much. A couple spoons. I'm still learning what spoils from the debug menu. Like sometimes I'll put a mug in that just completely goes rancid. The Sims throws it away. Some of the cutting boards with the vegetables. So I do know the vegetables on their own do not, like those peppers, because you do have to, it seems like if they don't clip into place, they're fine. So we are at the end of our little cute cottage Christmas build here. I am so out of breath. You thought I sounded like I ran a mile, but if you enjoyed this video, please give a like. Give me a follow. Any questions, requests, leave them down below. Hope you guys are having a great December, and I will see you next time. Bye!